I was just here reminiscing about how far I feel like I am into my manifestation journey, and like how long it took for me to be where I feel like I am right now. And especially like how much law of assumption has changed my life and the way I see things. If you've never heard of law of assumption, pretty much states that like everything that happens in your reality was once imagined. So pretty much you think of it, comes into reality, or like you assume for it to be true. I cannot stress enough how many techniques I've tried that there was to try. Like I did 22 times 2, I did 33 times 3. I think it was like called 369 or like 639. I don't even know. I've tried scripting and visualizing and so many other things that are like into the law of attraction, and I just felt like deep inside of me like there had to be something else. Like I just couldn't sit and like wait for things to come to me. I feel like part of me just like deeply knew that there had to be more, like there had to be an easier way. And that's pretty much how I got into law of assumption. So like, don't get me wrong, I'm not saying anything bad about techniques, and I'm not saying anything bad about people that believe into law of attraction. No shade. But to me, things never clicked. Like I swear, like there was always something missing in my head. Like I couldn't understand why I just had to sit there and like wait. And don't get me wrong, like techniques that I did completely helped, in the sense of like, at least to me, techniques would help me to stay focused on what it is that I was manifesting. So let's say I was trying to manifest relationship, or like manifest X amount of money. I feel like when I was scripting about it, I would kind of focus into it, but it would work and then it wouldn't. That's because, like Neville said, you have to become the god of your own reality. And oh my god, when I read books about this stuff, it completely changed the fucking game. Like I feel like I became more controlling of my reality. I became more aware of what I was thinking. I became more aware of how I was feeling. I became more aware of so many more things. So to me, it was like when you become the god of your own reality, and when you choose to be aware of what you're doing and how you're thinking, not only are you scripting about it and then completely ramping in your mind about total opposite. To me, it was more like I stopped a little bit more going easier on the techniques, and rather going inside myself and just being aware of how I was thinking about this stuff. So you cannot just sit down and script about how you have an amazing boyfriend, and then the rest of the day you're just complaining about how your boyfriend is treating you bad, or about how single you are. Like it doesn't make sense. And that's what I felt like I was missing when I was so into the law of attraction. It was that my mind would think of one thing, and then I would try to do the complete opposite of that thing, if that makes sense. Like there is a completely difference between waiting for something to come to you and just knowing that it's yours already. I guess some people may call it living in the end, or like just knowing into being. And then I would think of my grandma when I was a little kid, and she would tell me, you have to believe your own bullshit before you could feed it to someone. Even when you're lying, like you cannot lie unless you're fully believing into what you're saying. Like you have to be confident into what you're lying about. You can't just like be like, yeah, like my shirt is blue, and be doubting about it. Like, no, you have to be assertive. For everything in life, you have to be so assertive. Like, it is so much easier to stop pretending that things are just gonna come to you whenever they're meant to come than just pretending that it's already yours, pretending that it's like, why are you even doubting yourself? Why are you doubting that this thing has more power than you? Why are you doubting that this person is more important than you? Why are you doubting that this job is gonna be given to someone else and not you? Even in relationships, my whole concept has changed so much, because I just know that everything comes from me. How I am treated literally comes from me. My whole assumption of everything has changed so much, and that's why self-concept is important. Stop giving power to things that are not you and just focus more on you. So if you're manifesting a specific person, stop giving that person power and instead ask yourself, like, go inside yourself. For me, it was like, let's say I'm manifesting for this person to prioritize myself, but how is this person going to prioritize me if I don't believe that I am a person who is prioritized? How do I assume, how do I think that this person is going to want to spend time with you if I'm not in the assumption that people just naturally want to spend time with me? Stop focusing so much on techniques and go inside yourself. And I feel like people make manifestations so hard. Like, it's really not hard. There is not another tool that you need for you to manifest anything but yourself.